Welcome to Cook in the Kitchen. Tonight we've got a bit of a surprise guest, as you will. I won't reveal that right now. I'll reveal that when I throw you over to the kitchen. So tonight I'm going to do my chicken and bacon risotto. It's an interpretation on one that I learnt when I was a kid, but it's not exactly the same. It's got fewer ingredients in it, and it's the way that I like to cook it. It's a little bit quicker, and it uses less stock and less rice and all that sort of stuff, basically. Yeah, so after that I'll come back and we'll have a little chat about the special guest. And yeah, so I'm going to throw you over to the kitchen now, and I will see you on this end when we're finished. Hey, welcome again. Tonight I'm going to be doing a risotto with my son Thomas, my little helper. So for that we will need a breast and a half of chicken. We need 3 rashers of bacon, a finely diced onion.
And we're going to need a small chicken stock, a big chicken stock, cream, and some
arborio rice
and Parmesan cheese.
And for this I will be using the stove, so you probably won't see us after this, or at the end of it anyway. So I'm going to leave it there for now, and I'll go over to the stove and we'll get it. Okay, so this is the really easy bit. What you want to do here is spray you can either put spray oil in or you can put normal oil in. I'll put my onion and bacon in first, and then I'll give that a stir with my stirring stick. And then you want the onion to be translucent, basically. So yeah, once that's been done, I'll be back after that. So after you get that, oh sorry, what I did forget to mention is a half a teaspoon of garlic, or a teaspoon, whatever tickles your fancy. So after that, that's nice and brown, I'll be back in a minute and I'll put the chicken in, and then we'll start the risotto after that. After we've done that, fried the bacon, the onion and the garlic, which I did forget to mention, I do apologise, we want to do the chicken. So we put the breast and a half of chicken in there. You can put more chicken in if you wish. I do this much because it's only me, my wife and son that are going to eat it. So we cook that up. And you want this cooked so you've got the white on. You don't want to cook it all the way through just yet, because just remember it's going in to the risotto once you're finished. And yeah. So I'll be back in a minute. So basically once your chicken's done like this, I take it out of the pan. It's not fully cooked. It's only just enough so when we sit it in the risotto it'll keep cooking to the point where it's cooked. So I'm gonna organise the rice and everything now, so I'll be back in a minute. So as you can see, I've left the juices in the pan from the chicken that we've cooked. So now what you want to do, you want to get a little bit of olive oil, put it in your pan, let that heat up for a little minute, and then you want to put your rice in. Now I've got a cup and a half of rice here, but you can put more or less, it's your desire. I'll put that in, and what you want to do here is you want to sort of brown the rice a little bit. You don't want to brown it, but you just want to fry it just a little bit. And yeah, I don't know why you have to do that, but that's what I was taught. So I'll just do that a little bit, and we'll get this risotto going. Now you've got to remember, risotto is very time consuming. You've got to stand here, you can't leave it, you can't walk away from it, because if you walk away from it, more than likely you're going to burn the risotto or it's not going to be right. So now what I'm going to do, I've got half a cup of wine. This one I've got is the Gossip Sauv Blanc wine. I'll put a half cup of wine in it.
Yum.
So now, as you can see, the wine's fully evaporated.
Yeah, that's good.
So what you want to do now, at this point, I turn the heat down a little bit. And you just want to, I've got my chicken stock boiling on the other, or not boiling, just simmering on the other hot plate. It's up to you though, you don't have to do it, but it's a good idea to do it, so every time you put the ladle in, you don't have to reheat it and reheat it and reheat it. So I put 2 ladles in at a time. Oh, smelling good already.
Yum.
Now you got to remember, it might look like a lot of rice for now, but you've also got to remember rice expands. So there's probably enough in here for 4 or 5 people once it's finished cooking. So I'm going to turn down the heat a little bit more because it's running a bit fast at the moment. Now as you can see, it's starting to dry up, or the rice is starting to absorb the liquid. So once it does that, we put another 2 ladlefuls in, and remember, it's your desire if you want to heat it up or not. If you don't want to heat it up, well, that's your decision. But if you don't heat the stock up and have it simmering on another plate, basically what happens is, every time you put a ladleful in, it cools it right down. So you're probably going to be standing here for about an hour trying to get the risotto cooked. So if you do it like this, like I'm showing you,
It is true.
another 2 ladles worth. See how it starts boiling straight away? And so you don't have to worry about it. So we keep doing this. And I'm going to cook it a little bit more, and I'll be back very soon. So basically, once you get to this point, you're nice and thick. See what I mean by the rice plumping right up? So basically what you want to do at this point, you want to put your chicken back in. Got to remember it's only par cooked, so you've got to let it simmer for a little while. Oh, that smells good. I'll be back in a minute once that chicken's all in and done. So that chicken's nearly done. So at this point, you want to put in your onion and your bacon. You want to stir that in. Oh, that smells so good. I wish you could smell this, guys. I beg you to give this a go. I tell you, I made it up as I was going along. There was another one that I was trying to copy and it just didn't seem right, so I just put my own measurements and everything in it, and it turned out beautifully. Okay, I'll be back. So this is an added extra that I do because I reckon it makes it a lot yummier. I put a little bit of cream and a little bit of bacon in it, a little bit of Parmesan cheese at this point. I'll put a little bit of cream in. And then I'll put a handful of Parmesan cheese. And then I stir that up. And this just makes the dish. With the wine and the garlic, and especially the chicken stock, it makes just a good mixture. So that's all that, and I'm going to plate it up now, or when it's ready, and I'll be back once I've plated it up. That's my chicken, bacon, onion risotto. Yeah, so if you want the recipe to it, or just follow what I did tonight, if you've got any questions about it, the link's down below. Yeah, well, put a comment down below, sorry, not the link. And I want to thank Thomas for being a good sport and helping me out with the camera work. And also, yeah, leave a comment remember to subscribe for more content if you wish to do so. And yeah, like and subscribe. I told you that was quick and easy. Just yeah, it's a very quick dish anyway. And the rice that I like to use is Arborio Italian rice. That's the really good stuff. It's not very expensive. And I did forget to mention within the cook that I put a half a cup of wine in it, and also garlic, which I think I fixed up the garlic mistake anyway. So basically that's about it. Thanks from Cook and the Kitchen and my little helper, the kid. You'll know him off the original channel that we had. Why we had to change the name, you know that. I've already explained all that. So yeah. So until next time, I'm going to be doing my lasagna, my take on a lasagna. So until then, I will see you soon. And remember, eat yummy food. And cooking's fun, with family especially.